started off back in the late 50s when the Reichmans leased this land to a couple of English people, brother and sister.
And her name was Doris Johnson, who managed the course for her brother, Earl K. Johnson.
They in turn hired my dad as an assistant greenskeeper. This was in 1962. And in 1967, he hired his nephew, who is a little Carmen. Both Carmens, by the way. So now we have two Carmens.
A few years later, Olympia York put the land up for sale.
The Reichmans had a falling out with the Royal project in England. Banks were after them for money. It was then offered to the lady that leased the land from the Reichmans, Doris Johnson. She had no children, never married. So she offered the purchase to the Carmens.
I would say about 22 years ago when they purchased the land. And she decided to help them out and still carry and manage the course for an extra 4 years.
Until she decided to, call it quits, and she passed it on to what she would call her two adopted sons, Carmen and Carmen.
She said, guys, it's all yours for a penny. So for 1 penny, she sold the business to the Carmens.
We work about 30 years with her. She's nice with us, me and Carmen. She's a very nice woman. So I say, guys, that's your opportunity.
After that, he in 1997, he take over the business. Yeah. Had more work an hour before. Yeah. After on all the time. This kind of, you never end this kind of business, you never end. You have to cut the grass, you have to cut first of the green, you have to do. You have to water at night, sometimes really no more.
Get tournaments organized.
Raking traps, trimming trees.
Cutting fairways, cutting greens.
To cleaning toilets, to working behind the desk.
Work the pro shop.
Pay the bills.
And listen to all complaints. And
the snack bar part of it.
Do all the PR work and all the management.
Interacting with their customers.
And cooking.
And go out on the course and marshal.
No easy.
I would say the most difficult part is dealing with the dads.
The hardest part, number one, is making a single decision. Remember, there's 4 of us and 2 of them.
The dads have probably been here for about a total of 48 years.
48 years, almost 50 years.
It's been, what, 50 years now?
I don't even know now. It's like 52 years working here?
53 years almost, eh? Yeah.
I understand where they come from and how they got to where they are, but they're very old-fashioned.
They came here with nothing. All they know is how to work hard. 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. So, family life for them, they don't know anything. As a kid growing up, I never knew what my dad was like, because we never went to a ball game. We never did the father-son. All that was, bring them to the golf course.
My father started waking me up at 5 o'clock in the morning at 13 years old, saying you have to come and help us out at the golf course.
And I was excited because, I would come here with my dad thinking I'd be playing golf. No.
Oh, jeez. No us. You have to work. Yeah.
Enzo was here the longest in the way of working prior to the dads taking over.
I started working here when I was just a kid, about 15 years of age, as a part-time job in the summer for the previous owner.
So he knew how the transition had to be made from Doris, in the Doris days we call it, to when our dads took over, and then I learned what I had to learn quickly.
Rocky joined my brother, I would say, in '97, where they needed 1 family member from each of the owners to make it even, because it's got to be 50-50 here, it won't be good.
And 10 years later, my brother and Rocky's sister came on board.
I'm the only lady in the family. I have 5 men that I have to work with. I don't know how they deal with me on a daily basis. All I know is that I'm not allowed to touch anything on the green, so I'm not allowed on the course except marshalling. They will not allow me on a tractor.
And that's between my brother Vito and Rocky and myself, share the duties outdoors. And Agatha is pretty much indoors taking and managing the snack bar restaurant part.
I mean, like I said, we started off with chips and pop, and now we've come to serving veal and the best Italian wine that you can get.
The food's been improved quite a bit. We have now people coming in from some of the surrounding businesses to just have lunch and not play golf.
Even though I don't know nothing about the kitchen, but I've learned along the way with my aunt helping me out, my cousin Lena helping me out with the baking, and my brother helping me out with what ingredients goes and what spices goes with what meat and what fish.
I was a chef for 15 years. We ran a restaurant on Bayview. It was called Trastevere. It was an Italian restaurant, fine dining.
Okay, the restaurant in the Bayview, he worked a lot of hours, my son, at that time. He have to go to the market, this and that. I say, guys, I buy the business, you come with me. Hey, come right away with me.
He needed my help here, so I obviously chose to come here instead.
And I had to make the decision as well to come and help out my family. I did go to school, back to school. I did a fitness degree, and then I went back for my nursing, and now I'm right back here. There's no doubt about it. Family's always, number one on my list.
Me coming on board in 2006 and Agatha in 2007 has been family owned and operated ever since with all of us here. So both dads having both their children here.
So I pay my kids, he pays his kids. Okay.
We're just the general laborers here, the slave labor.
Our dad and his partner are the owners. I mean, they call the last shot. They're the big chiefs, big honchos.
And they are rightfully the owners. We work for them.
We in turn really do most of the work here.
My father and my uncle do a lot. I mean, they take care of the greens out on the course, and as they're aging, of course, like all of us, they're starting to slow down, and that's pretty much the reason why Enzo, Vito, and Rocco are working quite a bit outside on the course now. And now we have other family members like my nephew coming and jumping in and helping out on the course.
Yes, that's Carmen. He's my son. He loved to be in this industry. He loves working the outdoors. He's more of a hands-on young man. He's a good kid. He would pretty much love to continue and run the business after we're set and retired, which I don't know how long that's going to be.
When we move onwards, our children might have to end up selling it, because then there'll be 7 chiefs and no Indians to run it.
We're very fortunate to be in the position we are, where we work in, it feels like it's our backyard, taking care of our own backyard. And it's a relaxed atmosphere. We want to make sure that everybody has a good time and enjoy.
There you go, Jack. Thank you very much. You can go by yourself if you'd like. I can wait for a nice, beautiful woman to play with you if you don't mind waiting.
We know it.
Okay,
This place,
no, sun's out.
someone said, one of our customers said, this place is like Cheers, where everyone knows your name. It's like one big family.
That's better. Good shot.
Very much a family, and when the moment you arrive here, even as a newcomer, you become family.
You got the dads on the outside working on the greens and looking after things out there on the golf course. Then inside is the whole family, the boys. And then you go to the back of the golf course and you find it in the clubhouse, and you find the girls back there making home-cooked meals. So.
The food is sensational.
You could probably see from here the food is also fantastic. Cut.
What else would you like to know? Flemington is Toronto's golf secret. It is a gem of a golf course.
Flemington is like this little pearl that's in the middle of the city of Toronto.
Oh, Flemington is the greatest place on earth.
And most of us live within a mile or so. So, 5 minutes we're here. We meet up with all our friends.
Come and sit down here with me.
I think this is the finest little diamond in the city of Toronto, and I played here for 20 years, and still to this day, there are people that have never heard of Flemington Park. I don't know if we want to keep it like that or not.
I'm probably one of the earliest members of this club, and I have been playing here probably thousands of rounds since 1963, but not much has changed.
The only thing I can think that we've added here was a little bit of live music on the patio.
Dreams come true. For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once I've got something I know won't desert me. I'm not alone anymore. For once I can say this is mine, you won't take it. Long as I know I've got love, I can make it. For once in my life, I've got someone who needs me. Yeah! For once I can say this is mine, you won't take it. Long as I know I've got love, I can make it. For once in my life, I've got someone. For once in my life, I found someone. For once in my life, I found someone who needs me.
So that's the story. And it's a nice place here. Nice place.
We go for coffee now.
Thank you, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you. Isn't this fun? This afternoon is called Brian Roman and Every Song I Ever Knew. The old hometown looks the same as I step down, no worries, Rocky, from the train. And there to meet me is my mama and papa. Down the lane I look, and there comes Mary. Hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to meet me. Arms are reaching, smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home.